Okay, y'all, I just got intuitive confirmation that it's time that I tell the story that sparked my spiritual awakening. Okay, so it's a good one. Hang in there, all right? So in 2019, I just got out of a relationship with a girl, and I grew up hardcore Christian. My family's hardcore Christian. We went to church every Sunday, and it was a secret relationship, obviously, with a coworker. And my family found out and were devastated. And there was so much shame, and it was terrible. So I decided to get the hell out of the States, get as far away from everything as I could. And I found a missions trip that was going to Haiti. And this was after the earthquake that happened in Haiti. And I said 2019. Oh, actually, it was 2009. Okay, sorry. So 2009, I was 19 years old. I hop on this plane to go to Haiti. And in the training, they were teaching us how to listen to God, how to tap in and actually listen and meditate and get answers from God. We would ask God and take our journals. We would all go out separately and meditate on like where we're supposed to go next, what city or how much money we're supposed to donate to a place. So that we were actively training in how to listen to the voice of God, which is not something that I was really taught. I was taught that it's like a one-way street. You pray to God and then you just wait for miracles in your life. But listening to the voice of God was something that was actually seen and felt as like not common and not something that you just do as a Christian person. Anyways, so we were trained how to do that. So I was practicing and we would get like the same answers and it was amazing, and I felt really connected, more connected than I ever had in my life. And then this thing happened. I might do a part 2 because this is going to be a longer video. But this crazy, wonderful, special moment happened where I was sleeping. It was in the middle of the night. It was pitch black, and we lived on this old plantation. It was literally like out in the jungle in a place called Thicket. And one night I was laying there fast asleep, and I hear whispered in my ear, "Kim, wake up." And I literally thought someone was whispering in my ear. So I woke up and I looked around, and it was pitch black and I didn't see anybody. My roommate was asleep, snoring on the other side of the room. So I was like, okay, I must be making that up or imagining that. I went back to sleep. And it happened a second time, a little while later, woke me up. "Kim, wake up." And I was like, okay. This time I was like, okay, I don't think I imagined that. I was laying there and I was like, okay, God, if that's you, I'm listening. And I'm like laying in bed listening. And I don't hear anything for a few minutes. I'm like, okay, God, I'm going to go back to sleep. And happened a third time. "Kim, wake up." And I was like, okay, either I'm losing it or I'm hearing God right now. So I get up, put on my rain boots, and I march out to this gazebo that overlooked the ocean, sometimes where I would sit and pray and meditate. And it's pitch black. I take my flashlight and I sit there and I turn my flashlight off, and I'm sitting there in the darkness, and I am listening and waiting and listening for about 10 minutes, and I hear nothing. And I'm like getting sassy. I'm like, okay, God, well, if you're not going to talk to me, I'm going to go back to bed, but this has been real. I love you. It's nice out. It's peaceful. Okay, going back to bed now. So I get up to turn around and go back to bed, and I hear distinctly, "Turn around. Don't miss it." Like someone was talking in my ear. And I turn around, and as I do, liquid gold like appears on the horizon, and rays just start shooting up, and they're just pure gold, and it is just the most overwhelmingly beautiful thing I've ever seen. And simultaneously, this whoosh of energy floods my body, and this energy, I can only describe it as profound, divine, unconditional love like I've never felt from a human. And it just melted me. And I hear these words spoken over me. You are my precious child. You have never sinned. You have never been judged. You are perfect, whole, and complete, just as you are. And those words hit my soul like a salve, and I just started weeping. And it was one of the most profound and transformational experiences of my life. And from then on, I knew that God was real. And not only that God was real, but that we could all have this direct connection, this personal relationship, this ability to hear our own intuition, to be connected to our higher power, to God within us, God who cares about each of us individually. The universe is a phrase that I had to use for God for a long time because of all of this built up resentment and things from the church. So if that helps you, use the universe or whatever you want to call your higher power, but just know that you have that ability to direct connect, and that is something that I am so passionate about teaching others. So I just needed to share that story with you today. Let me know how it impacted you, and I know this is the story I have to take to the world, and I have so many more too. This is just the spark and the first one. I love you. Wishing you all the magic and all of your dreams come true.